What's up, people? Welcome, What's Up with Dr. Wambui Gishigi. So today's episode, I feel like this week we are just doing menswear because I'm in another shop for menswear, and I have this beautiful woman with me here. She's going to tell you about this business, help you boost up. And if it's your first time in this channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and stay tuned. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to What's Up with Dr. Wambui Gishigi. I want you to help my viewers boost up in your business, how you started, and before we go on, you can introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Tracy Nderitu. I've been doing business for a minute. I was in the corporate world at some point, and then eventually I quit to pursue my passion. It's now been 5 years. 5 years since I set up shop.
Okay.
Yeah, before we were doing, actually what I was doing before, I was depending on my friends to support my hustle.
Okay.
And then now eventually I set up shop in 2018, late 2017 actually. So far it's been good. I wouldn't complain. This is my fourth spot. I have like 4 shops in 3 different locations, and the reception has been good.
Okay.
Though the hiccups are there, clearly. The hiccups are there. It's business. When you venture into entrepreneurship, there is the ropes of business. Like you have to have the, how can I say it, the bolts.
Yes.
Yeah, because it actually takes a lot.
Okay.
But the returns are worth it. It's worth me quitting my job and starting a different venture from what I even went to school to pursue and what I was working on. Okay, I went to school to study mathematics. I'm an accountant by profession.
Yes.
I'm now finishing up with actually I'm pursuing to become an auditor, but now a freelancer.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So I'm finishing up with that right now.
And was clothing, was it your passion? Was it the first shop that you started, like the first job?
Yeah.
First business?
When I quit my job, I knew for sure I wanted to venture into the clothing business because my partner was okay. I could look at him working and I was impressed by whatever he was doing in this sense.
Was he in business?
Yes, he was in business.
Okay.
He was in the clothing business.
Okay.
So essentially, I would realize by 11 a.m. he's clocked out. Okay, he started in Gikomba. Yes. So by 11 he has already finished with his stuff and is already home. So he will call me up and tell me, can I come take you out for lunch? And I'm still in the office. Yeah. Yet I left the house at 5:30, to beat the traffic of Nairobi. Yes. So I was actually interested in learning what he was doing, and I actually loved that he was his own boss to begin with. Also, he would set goals for himself. And the fact that I saw him achieving whatever he had put he had set his eyes on actually inspired me. It made me want to do more. I felt like I was trapped. I was in the banking industry. I felt like I was trapped.
I mean, they're taking all your time, like
exactly.
8 to 5.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And essentially, you see people thinking that as soon as the bank doors close at 4 p.m., everyone goes home. No, like you end up staying for like an hour or 2 more. Yes. Because you have to close your, like, basically there's a lot to do after the close of business. Yes. So I was actually looking at him and realizing the salaried people, I would see how my patterns and those of my colleagues were. Ikifika at some point around 15th, 16th, 17th, you don't have enough cash. Because
to sustain you to till the end of the month.
Yes. So
I know what you're talking about.
He could support me a lot.
Yes.
So I felt like
also you have to wake up at 8, be in the office.
Yeah. And living in the city teaches you a lot of things. And in order to beat time and to beat the traffic you have to leave like an hour or two earlier because you cannot set the timing. Like today you can say it's a Tuesday, it's not a busy day, and you go and meet the roads are ugly on that particular day, and you see you're trying to keep your job, you're trying to keep the checks coming in, so you have to always be on time and be prompt and also have the discipline of time. So eventually I decided I'm quitting my job. And here we are.
Did you save up, or did he help you out?
Okay, I had saved up. Okay. I had saved up to start my own venture. So he taught me how to select staff and the time that I have to be there. At that time, I was getting Mitumba clothes.
Second hand.
Second hand. There's this thing that they call camera.
Yes.
So I will take some T-shirts, some shirts, and I will take them to my guy friends.
Yes.
Who, you know, the reception was good. So they encouraged me a lot to keep going, and so he helped me to some extent. Yes. Though I had saved up kidogo capital for myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you tell our viewers, like how much did you start with now to start the first business?
Like the shop or the hawking business?
The hawking business.
Okay.
The hawking business.
Basically,
started the shop,
I started the hawking business with 40K.
Yes.
Yeah. I went and picked some few T-shirts.
Yes.
He could help me tell the sizes. You know, like a certain guy is a size large, XL, medium, so he helped me a lot with that. So I would go and select the first stock I took out. I went and took some few T-shirts and shirts and some sneakers.
Oh, because at least you knew your friends and you know this is their sizes and this is what they
and
would
their
learn.
style.
Yes. Okay.
So I started with 40,000. Yeah, and slowly.
How did you gradually start now the business?
Eventually, I got a bigger. Okay, the referrals kept coming.
Okay.
And so I grew the numbers.
Okay.
So now I felt like, because, okay, what will happen, I will take to them with a bag.
Yes.
Or for those who wanted to fit, I will let them come to our house for fittings. So I realized in a day, I'm dealing with like 5-6 gentlemen.
Yes.
And I cannot house, like, you know, it's, also it's a sticky situation, as per se.
Considering you're married.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I'm a woman, and, you know, the society.
Yes.
Will question a lot about your dealings and your business.
Yes.
So what will happen is when people come, you know, the society keeps asking, what does that lady do? These guys are coming in and going out. So it started raising, eyebrows, and it was bad for my image to begin with. And also it started bringing a strain in our home. So it was time now to get a physical location. And that's the first time I went and started scouting for shops. And looking for something that could fit my budget at that particular point.
So where did you first start your shop?
I started my shop in Utawala. In Utawala, there's a mall called Mashariki Mall. That's where I started. I got a shop there, and we kept going till 2020. That's when I got my second location.
Let's talk about managing money, because I mean, business is good. Money, especially when you start, money comes in a lot because it's your friends who are supporting you. And how did you manage that money? How did you manage even to save enough to start now a second shop?
Well, to be quite frank, at first when I came into it, first of all I was scared. I came in scared. Then the money started coming in, and in like big numbers. Something that I had not, gotten before for myself. So what happened? I went wild. For the first like 1-2 months, I went wild. Because in a day, I could find like I've pocketed 20 G's.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Profits were like, I would get like it to come out 12,000.
Which is
so
good.
today, tomorrow, by the time the week ends, and you know, as a young person who has come into such kind of money, we will go riot. Like, we'll go out and, you know, spend a lot of money for the first 2 months.
Yes.
Then at some point, I realized that if I continue with this trend, I will be getting money
and spending
and then just going back for the exact numbers that, you know, like if I sold 5 T-shirts, the 5 T-shirts brought me, say, 7 Gs as profit. I will only go back for the 5 T-shirts. I'm not growing.
Yes.
So I started becoming cautious of the way I'm spending, and with my background with accounting, it really did help.
Yes.
Because now I was able to know, like to break down my expenditure and also save on the profits and now start thinking about a sinking fund.
Yes.
So at that point, there were no, there was only the forex trading. This one, the NSE.
Yes.
Yeah, Nairobi Stock Exchange. So we were buying shares at that point. That's the only, this CIC stuff has just come the other day.
Yes.
The FX something. I'm trying to remember the name, sorry. So it started the NFTs.
Yes.
It's just started the other day. So what will happen with myself, I opened an account, like a separate account that was a fixed deposit account. So I would only withdraw once a month and over the counter.
Yeah, okay.
So that helped me be able to save. So if at all I'm keeping a certain expenditure for entertainment, I cannot surpass that.
Yes. Because you know you have to wait until the end of the month.
Thank you.
Yes.
So that's how I started saving up and trying to mitigate also my costs.
Yes.
Because I realized, you know, I'm wilding too much and I'm spending too much. And now it becomes sticky because you start feeling like it's like a bit more than I can chew.
True.
Yeah. So essentially that's how I started saving up so that I can open, I can get some spots.
You talked about the money market and business. Tell us a bit more. Now I have started my own business and I would want to join. How do I do that? And what's the benefits?
The money market fund. Okay, okay. I have. I'm just learning myself. Okay, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. But essentially, I think from what I have gotten, you say, for instance, you say you're investing like 5,000 bob in a certain they call sink funds. Yes, I think. So say you, as per se, you say you're depositing this 5,000 bob in a certain sink fund. So in a year, you're supposed to get returns for like
they give dividends.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah. So I think basically that's how the whole process works. So you can choose to invest in different institutions for the same. So there's CAC, there's NFTs.
But it's different from a SACCO, because I know a SACCO you cannot withdraw your money. But you said this one you can withdraw once a month. Or
there is some that come annually, semi-annually, and quarterly, depending on whichever platform you're using. Yes. So they help you save money and also invest. It's also an investment plan. There's some that you can go and invest, say, $1 million, and you give yourself, say, 5 years or 10 years, and then now you can revisit that. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Tell us now. I can see right now you're selling new clothes, but you said you started from second hand. How did you shift now from second hand to new clothes? Well,
what happened during the pandemic period, it really did mess the thrift market. So what happened, merchandise will not come in at that point as such. So what could happen, you'll go to Mitumba and you will not find good quality stuff. you would not find, you will go, I would actually wake up in the morning, I've gone to the market, say today I'm planning on bringing stock, today my budget is say 100,000. So I will go to the market and come back, maybe say with 2 T-shirts or 3. Only. And you see now, I have clients who are waiting.
Yeah.
I have orders.
Yes.
So it started frustrating me, basically. And also the influx of Chinese goods.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it did mess things up in the sense. Most of the clothing would come from the European markets. They match us as Africans, and their clothes are true to fit. So if it's a medium, it's a real medium. But in the Chinese market, unfortunately, in the Asian market, let me just put it like that, you find a medium is for an African is a size small or extra small. So you see, even finding something for the big-bodied people became a hassle, and it actually became very frustrating. So we started looking for other avenues of getting the merchandise. And also it got to a point, the camera staff wouldn't come out as much. They would come out, most of the clothes would be mostly too worn, some tattered. And you see, my audience at that particular point, my clientele at that point, there's something that they were already used to. So it became a bit tricky. It became frustrating at some point. I almost gave up actually, because I had not ventured into something else, and also the monotony of the new clothes. I was very scared. No, I don't know what to do. So until now, I started now sourcing for stuff. I went to Italy. I could find the repetition. That's not my niche.
And especially when people are used to camera, it's very unique clothes. Going to Italy, it's something that everyone is wearing.
So you see now the monotony and the repetition of these clothes, and also the quality. They are very compromised, unfortunately. But in the same market, there's people now. I got plugged with there's people who are older than me in this industry. So some of them now pointed me in the right direction. Go to certain places in Italy, go to certain places in Kamukunji, you get good shoes, and that's what I did. So I started knocking on, the some places. So I will go see if this is my quality. So that's how I started siphoning the clothes in accordance to my need. So that's how I transitioned slowly into the new market. Also, at that particular point, I got a hit, in the sense that, for instance, I would go to get say a camera T-shirt, first quality, I would get for like 700 bob. So now, now I will come in. At this point when I'm transitioning, when I've gone to get the new ones, you see now I was getting them at 700. So I'm going to get the new ones. You go, I find I'm getting 100. So you see
that's a big margin.
That is a big margin, and also it's going to affect now my profits. So it was a bit difficult. And also there's a lifestyle that you're already used to. So you see, it can be a bit difficult to, how can I put it? It's a bit difficult to settle into that, and also try and hiking the prices for your clients. Some will run away, some will think you're becoming super plus, but in order to be able to close that margin, you have to adjust the pricing. So for some people, they never understood. I lost a couple of good clients at that point, but then eventually some came around, and at that point, the pandemic had affected people in various ways. For some people, actually dressing was a luxury, but there's some who they wouldn't do without, because some people, at that point is when people now are going for outings and whatnot. I would still get my new people, old clients, but the transition was not easy as per se. But that's how essentially I came into selling new stuff.
So your shops are only for men?
Yeah, I
All
only deal with men. Yeah.
How are you dealing with having clients? Having employees. I know now you in this shop. Is it the newest one?
Yeah, this is the latest one.
Okay. So how are you managing with employees? I know it's not an easy thing.
Okay, one, I usually say to get a good team, first of all, it's a blessing. I've not had it rough with my employees. The people the team that I'm working with right now, I feel has come from a certain, how can I put it? We have been with them for a minute. Some we've been with them since 2019.
Okay.
And the newest guys that I got was in 2021. Yeah, 2021. So I feel like the orientation and the interview process, I actually didn't struggle as much. Okay, dealing with them, the transparency, the self kujituma. What is it called? Kujituma. Yeah. So getting people who are self-driven, self-motivated, and people who push each other, because we have a group and we work with incentives and salaries. So dealing with them, it was a bit difficult at first to entrust somebody,
to someone,
to run my business when I am not around. At first it was a bit hard for me to even let go. Like, I cannot do this myself anymore. I need help. So at first it was a bit difficult for me to even learn how to trust. But eventually, the first person did not disappoint me. We're still together with her to date, and I have my partner oversees all the shops, does the training for most of them.
So he stopped selling. He's now managing.
Now he's into the management.
All right.
And also we get people. We hire people once in a while for team building purposes. So I think that's how it's been for us.
Let's say someone wants to start such a shop. We're going to show you guys. How much do you think someone needs for the capital?
At this moment, first of all, the dollar has hiked a lot. So getting the stuff to begin with has become expensive.
Are you importing or you still importing?
Oh no, I started importing now.
Importing from where?
From Turkey.
From Turkey.
Yes.
How do you get these people the suppliers now?
Okay, to get the suppliers you have to travel fast.
Okay. So you went to Turkey.
Then you get the link. So the moment you've gotten a link with a supplier, so now what they do when they bring in new designs and stuff, they'll just send you pictures and then you'll select what it is that you want, because already you've been there, the quality, it's not compromised. And
what if someone can't travel?
What if someone can't travel?
Are you guys willing to share that part?
Okay.
Of the supplier.
Of the supplier. Yes. Okay. There's people who sell vendor lists.
Yes.
There's people who sell vendor lists. These are approved suppliers.
Okay.
These are people that I can count on. If I'm selling you my vendor list, I am sure that these are people that you can count on.
How much is that, the vendor list?
It depends.
Okay.
It depends with what.
What are you buying?
What are you buying?
Okay.
Are you going to get ladies?
Okay.
Are you going to get men's?
Okay.
Do you need jewelry?
Yes.
So it depends with what you need.
Okay.
And also the variety. Do you need t-shirts only? Do you need the whole package? Do you need pants only? Do you need sneakers? Because there's people who just need shoes only.
And where can you find stuff now, the vendor? Those people who send the list?
The list? Or online?
Online.
Yes, okay, like for instance, I know there's a lady who sells vendor lists. From the people that I've referred to her, so far, they are doing well.
So you're going to give us the number, we are going to put it on the description box for people who would want to buy. Know her number.
Yeah, no, I can give you her name. She's a well-renowned person.
All right.
Yeah.
You can just say
her name is Julie. Julie Life Love. You can search her on Instagram. I don't know whether she's on Facebook, but on Instagram she goes by Julie Life Lover.
Okay.
She sells vendor lists that cuts across everything.
Okay.
Whether it's the jewelry, handbags, tiles, lights, everything. She sells vendor lists, which are so far I can say I've attested to that myself, and also my friends who have ventured into various businesses using her vendor lists. They have been forthcoming.
And to young women out there, maybe they have a baby or they don't have and they want to start such a business, what would you tell them? Or even young men?
Or even young guys.
Yeah.
Actually, what I will tell a person, if you decide you want to do something, please do it at all costs. You don't allow the naysayers to stop you, because I remember when I was starting myself, I got a lot of naysayers. Very many people asking me, you're leaving the corporate world to go for a hustle. Who even does that? Nobody approved it, including my parents. Nobody, everybody thought, just do whatever you're doing, then you'll be back.
Okay.
Don't burn bridges. That's what everybody told me. Don't burn bridges, just in case you need to come back. But I was willing to go. I wanted to go and do my own thing. I wanted to get to a point where I can go for retirement at ease, knowing that I have businesses running, and also I have created something even for my kids to be able to eat from. Even when I'm long gone, I've already created something that they can be proud of, and something that they can always sit down and say, this is family business. Something I can hand down to my kids. And it's something that will make me rest. I wanted to go for retirement at 40. When I decided to start this business, I used to see my dad running around at his big age. So I would ask myself, this man is still working at this until what time? When you go for retirement and get pension. So if you want to pursue something, just go for it. Go for it. Don't let the naysayers stop you. And don't let the demons in your head, because also everybody has demons. You have that thing that tells you, what if it fails? What if it doesn't work out? What are you going to do? What are you going to eat? What are you going to pay your house rent with? You have to just start. It's like the way we say we want to work out in terms of Monday. Monday comes, when you're asleep, you say, Tuesday.
Next week. Tuesday.
Lakini sasa nani anaanza kuwa out Tuesday? You do on Monday again. And you keep procrastinating, and you will never start, and you will live in fear, and you will never know, will it have done well? Will it have worked out? Will it have failed? You will never know if you don't start. But also, I normally tell people to try as much as they can. If at all you are an employed person, if at all you don't have a job, you're trying to start from scratch, I basically tell people, just try as much as you can. Try as much as you can to, how do I put it? If at all you are employed, don't quit your job. Please don't be like Tracy. Don't quit your job. You first set up something, and then you see how see how it's working before you decide to quit. And sometimes in some businesses, the returns don't come immediately. So you need to keep working for a minute. And if at all you don't have a job, you start from somewhere. You don't have to start with 40K. If at all today you have like 5 Gs, go get those 5 T-shirts. It's fine. Start from somewhere. And then it will grow on itself. You will, even if it's jewelry, I've seen ladies go to Dubois, get earrings and sell them from their handbags. You just start from somewhere, and don't stop and don't quit until you have done enough. You give it, like for me, I normally say I've given it my blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm at this point, at this particular moment.
No, thank you so much for
Yeah.
having us. And at this point, I want you to market your business.
Okay.
Tell us where you're located, your other businesses, the other things you're doing, and stuff. Yes.
Okay. My shop is actually called the Era Design. This one, the branding has not yet been set up.
Shop,
yes, so you can find us on Instagram and Facebook at the Era Design. On all the social media platforms. We are on TikTok. We're working on that. Also, the location is at Kiambu Road. We have a spot at 4 East Junction, Tapot Car Wash. And there's also Empire Arcade along Kiambu Road as well at the Ndikwa. And we have one at Utawala, Mashariki Mall, at the Era Design as well.
And if people want to reach you, can they call you?
Yes, if you want to call me, feel free to call me, but not past 9. 0728 32 67 91. 0728 32 67 91. Yes.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
I appreciate your time. And please, guys, please support her, buy from her. And God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. If you have any question, please remember to leave it on the comment section. And God bless you guys. Goodbye.